Oh, well.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the newest edition of the Ranked and Relentless podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Austin.
And he doesn't have a drink.
Don't.
That's something. I'm sorry, dude.
Cotton mouth is a motherfucker.
You trusted me not to bring that up. That was the last thing you said before the timer for the record thing started.
4 seconds.
Dude, I'm terrible at him. Man, I hope none of my homies go to jail, dude. I'm gonna crumple on the fucking stand, dude.
Not 3 seconds in. He did it. He killed him.
He fucking did it, dude. Like, he called me and everything and told me about it. And
look, here's the messages.
He's like, do me a favor and don't say anything. I don't think I did until, well, I mean, if you consider this saying something, but
yeah.
Yeah. So this week we're talking about Page Avenue by Story of the Year. Whenever we got this whole bowl situation, as you guys, if you haven't been watching regularly, if we don't know what our next episode is going to be, we'll pull a random assortment of albums out of a bowl, and that'll be what we cover. This is top 3 of like what you've been waiting for, like number 1 that you wanted. We both got our number 1s, which the State from Nickelback for me, Chocolate Starfish from Limp Bizkit for you. This one was like right after that though, and you finally got it.
You could down this album and I wouldn't care. I love the shit out of this album.
You know what's interesting is, man, there haven't even been almost pulling that Bill Murray one. That's kind of got me pissed off, dude. I was so worried when the new single came out because I was just like, fuck, dude, like they're gonna announce a new album immediately. No, not even close. No, not even close. So like we've still got time. But we're going to go ahead and start talking about this one. Story of the Year. This is Page Avenue was their first big album. This was like they had a couple of different groups before this. From 95 to 98 they were called 67 North. From 98 to 2002 Big Blue Monkey. Which Big Blue Monkey? Why didn't you just stick with that? That was brilliant. Like that would have done it for you. The vocalist wasn't even the vocalist at that time. He was a drummer. They was trying some shit back then. But this is the major label debut for Story of the Year. Was this one of those bands for you that like were you right out of the gate 03 a huge fan of Story of the Year, or was this one of those that came later?
This was a right out the gate, and honestly, my dad showed me this band. He had a burnt CD of it when it came out.
I believe that.
And it was fun. It was sidewalks, listening to it. I was like, dang, I like this. And then, what was it, Anthem? That came right after?
Yeah.
Done. We listened to the whole album. It wasn't in order, so it was kind of weird at the time. But, like, dude, it was immediately, I loved this album. Loved it.
This was
to the
one
point,
of those...
I've had 3 burnt CDs I ruined from the time he gave me burnt CDs of this album because I played the shit out of it at my parents' house.
So this was one of those that, like, I'll be completely honest with you. Today, yesterday I sat down and made my list, and that was the first time I listened to this entire thing. Like, this was one of those bands that, like, I had heard the singles. I'd seen them in live. Like, I saw them, my first concert I ever went to. They were, like, the first really well-known band that was on the bill. Mm-hmm. And it was awesome. Like, they put on a hell of a show. They were promoting their album, The Black Swan, at that point, which I really, like, the singles and stuff I heard off of that record I liked. But, yeah, they were always one of those bands, like, I admired, but I didn't know a whole hell of a lot from them. This was the first time I ever listened to that album. But before I tell you how I really felt about that album,
okay,
we're going to do the worst segue in the history of podcasting, and we're going to talk about Dubby. Because I meant to talk about it before we started talking about this album, but I didn't.
Nope.
I'm not good at this. I took the edible a little early, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to record some of the most interesting professional wrestling post-production commentary I've ever had to do in my life, and I had to. I wanted it to be over with, so like we had to call 4 shows today. They're short; they were like half an hour each, but there's 4 of them, and as you can imagine, based on what me and you were texting earlier, A lot of stopping and starting. And when we were going into the last episode, I was like, dude, I can't take this. I was like, I just want to get high. And he's like, you can wait. And I was like, fuck you, I can wait. So I just ran back here, grabbed one of my fucking gummies, and just walked back there still chewing it. And he's just like, you motherfucker. I was like, you can't stop me now. It's in my bloodstream. There's nothing you can do about it now.
Yeah.
But now I'm paying for it. I forgot to talk about Dubby, and I was about to do it again.
Man, so the second segue.
Yeah. I don't have my shaker and the tub right here. And there's a good reason for that, because I actually had my first weekend out on the road with Dubby. I was, especially like going into this weekend, I was broke as a joke after paying rent. So I was just like, you know, if there was ever a time to have my own energy drink, this is the time. And I had a show Friday in Newport, Tennessee. I had a show Saturday in Chattanooga and a show Sunday in Nashville. That seems like it's not that much driving, but when you factor in that I drove home to northeast Alabama after every single show, it was a lot. I didn't get much sleep. And every day I packed that shaker and got me one serving, 16 ounces of Dubby to go to the shows with. I kind of want to just put the tub in the car. And you know, so you can always get a bottle of water at the venue.
Yeah.
And make some on the way home too, because like, brother, it came in handy, man. It woke my ass up after getting 4 and 5 hours of sleep each night.
Jesus.
It was dude, it's hard out here for a pimp, man. I wasn't sleeping at all.
How are the jitters?
There isn't any.
Okay.
Like
right.
it says, and that's a big part of their whole thing is like, you know, it's energy without the jitters. And like straight up, dude, I don't, not at all.
Okay.
Like so much so that there's a part of me that almost wishes I got them a little bit, so like I could feel like I'm alive. Like,
I need to feel something.
I need something, dude. But no, it's kind of weird though, because like you're so used to that with because you'll get jittery with Red Bull for sure. I drink a lot of Red Bull. Like that's one of those. If I knock back a Red Bull real quick in the morning, dude, I go from 0 to 100 with the quickness. Now, most
Not
of the
for me.
time, I nurse my energy drinks, and that was the case with this. But, like, it was one of those, like, it was such a gradual kind of come up that I almost didn't realize it happened. You know, like, I was just in the car an hour and a half in a drive, like, oh, I'm not as tired as I was I? Like I'm feeling all right now. And it tastes decent, and, hey, I mean, that's about the nicest shit I could possibly say.
Well, there you have it, folks. Bye, Dubby.
RNL. Are you going to be getting you an order anytime soon?
Sampler pack hasn't came back.
Oh, you've already ordered it and you haven't got it?
No, I
you're
was
waiting for it
going
to come
to. And yes.
Yeah.
Because I just want to try it. I don't need a full thing because I can't even handle like coffee half the time.
Sure. I mean, you drink a lot of that. But
yeah, but
that's
sometimes
another
caffeine.
thing. I'm curious. I would be curious to see if you could substitute this with your coffee.
Probably. I'd actually probably drink it in the morning. Get my day going earlier.
Yeah. That'd actually be really interesting to see.
All right, science project. Here we go.
All right. That's W, we putting you to work.
Full hypothesis and everything.
We put you to work, W, and you guys should be putting W to work too. Go to w.gg. Use our code. You see it on the screen right now, R&R, for 10% off. Use that code at checkout. That's w.gg. That's R&R. And this is Page Avenue by Story of the Year. Like I said, this was the first time I sat down and listened to the whole record. I've heard the singles and a couple of other tracks here and there throughout the years. And I've got to say, my initial impression of this record was pretty good. Like, whenever I do stuff like this, I did this whenever we did the A Day to Remember album earlier this year. I will sit down and I have like a little notepad. I'll take a couple of notes and I'll put like a little ranking between 1 and 5. And the worst ranking from my listen to was 3.5. That's the worst, which on a scale of 5 is not fucking bad at all. Way better than A Day to Remember. One of those songs got like a fucking 2.2 or something.
Yeah.
But one of these songs on here got a 4.4. That was the highest. So nothing was like perfect for me.
Yeah.
This album is very interesting because I feel like every song, I'm a big lyric snob.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say snob because like there's so many people that are way worse about it than I am.
Yes.
Like I can forgive stupid lyrics if they're in places where they should be. This record walked the line between having like enough, like having like good solid lyrical content, and kind of being pretty shallow at the same time.
100%.
Yeah, like
they borderline that cringe. Like, oh, I don't know how I feel. Like it's a little too not like emo or whatever it was.
Yeah, like
it's just.
It's kind of like whenever we were talking about Fit for a King, and about like, you're just every other metalcore band right now.
Yeah,
this is just every other fucking emo band of the time. Like this is 100%. They're Hawthorne Heights. They're Simple Plan. Like they're all of these fucking bands all at the same time.
Just heavier Simple Plan if we really think about it.
Really, I mean, like I'll give you examples. So to be completely honest, as far as like well written lyrics, Until the Day I Die is actually really, really well put together. It's one of those that makes me feel like they might have had somebody come in and help with the writing on that one. Like, I haven't taken a glance yet to see if that was the case, but that kind of feels like if there was ever a song that did that one. And I think the lyrics are put together pretty well whenever you really put them side by side and everything. And I think the verse is extremely well written. But then you have a song like In the Shadows that I thought the chorus was just kind of the lamest one on the whole record.
I mean, yeah.
It felt very lazy, and I thought this was the most unremarkable of every song on the album. This was the most. In the Shadows,
that's the lowest. That's your lowest song. Okay, look, as much as I love this album, and I'm going to call this one a perfect album for me. I can go through this album twice in a row and still belt every song that I'm gonna try, but that I can. But In the Shadows is definitely, if we did a full album, that would be my number 10.
Yeah.
There's nothing really spectacular. It's not spectacular. It's just lazy. You said it.
It's really what it is.
Yeah.
Like, it is the most, hey, we're every other emo band song on the album.
Like, thank God that wasn't the single.
No kidding. No kidding. Like, they really, they did the right thing. They did the right thing.
Until the Day I Die is a wonderful song, but I'm over it. But heard it too much.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous thing. I mean, we've talked about that before with there's so many times we've done these lists and we've been like, no, yeah, this song would have totally ranked somewhere if I didn't hear it 100,000 fucking times. And especially in the time that me and you grew up, where, and this is something that I feel like a lot of people don't. I think we probably even talked about this on the show before. Like, a lot of younger people don't really know what we went through, and don't understand the idea of just click skip. No, we had terrestrial radio, and that was fucking it. That
you know how many times we would call 104.1 at the time just to hear one of our favorite songs, and we would wait by the radio for 2 hours just to hear it?
Oh, 100%, dude. I can tell you
the golden days.
The first time I ever called a radio station was 104 The X, 104.5 and 104.9.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I called them, and it was Oasis had just done their reunion. They were back. This is mid-2000s. And they put out a song called Shock of the Lightning. And I called and wanted to hear that because that one was being played on the radio a lot. But yeah, that was a big deal as kids for us. And you didn't have every CD. If you only wanted to hear one or two songs, your mom and dad wouldn't go spend the $10 to $15 on the whole CD. And not all of us had access to burnt CDs. As Austin brought up burnt CDs a moment ago, some of you motherfuckers probably don't know what that is. That's whenever you get you home. One homie does buy the album, and then he puts the songs on his computer, and then he takes blank CDs and puts those songs on there for you.
LimeWire, baby.
LimeWire was, dude, that changed
what do you mean
the game.
Pay? I don't care if there's 1,900 Trojan viruses on this computer. I got the new album.
You got pretty good at picking out, you could tell by a lot of the titles, which one was going to be. And, if you were looking at, some if it was supposed to be a full movie and it wasn't a gig and a half, you were just this isn't a full movie. I know a gig and a half for a movie, that's insane. Well, we had 360p back then, but HD didn't fucking exist. But yeah, and another weird thing with downloading full albums on LimeWire is way too often. So I remember I had a 12 Stones album. I had their debut album, and the song "Broken," there would be this weird the sound would drop out. every like 30 seconds or so, the audio would just kind of just like whoop, phase out and then come back. I had Hollywood Undead. I had a few problems with their debut album.
Yeah.
The opening track Undead literally cuts off in the middle of J-Dog's verse, just ends. Like dude, LimeWire fucks me on some songs, dude.
Dude, there was one. I know we're getting off topic a little bit, but there was a Tool Sober cover that I found on LimeWire. Downloaded it. It didn't have the name of the artist or anything. It was almost like, imagine if Jack Black actually sang seriously with his kind of tone and did the cover sober, and it was immaculate. I could never find out whoever did that, but yeah, fuck you, LimeWire, for not giving me a title.
LimeWire introduced us to so many artists.
Mm-hmm.
It really did, and sometimes it would like tell you the wrong artist. Like, I'll never forget there was one song that was wrongfully titled. Titles as if it was from Alice in Chains, and it was Nothing Face. It was another band from around that time, like a little after Alice in Chains. There was Marijuanaville that some comedian wrote. It was always called like ICP Marijuanaville. Like, it didn't even kind of sound like ICP. In what fucking world did you think that was ICP? And there's a YouTube video of that guy making fun of it, that everybody thought he was ICP because of LimeWire. But that's the childhood we had. We couldn't just skip, or decide whenever we want. Like, we didn't just have cell phones that we could put music
iPods were like, and Zunes were insane at the time.
And
for us to be able to get those.
Even then,
like,
when did those come out? Like 04, 05 was whenever those kind of got popular, huh?
Yeah. That's
So, like,
not a lot of people
after
had
this
them
album-
because think about 04, 05 and things were $140. That's a lot of money.
The first MP3 player I got was a SanDisk. It was red. I got it. It's probably later on. Like, it was probably 07, 08 at least. Maybe 09. It was later on.
I was in 5th grade. That's all I remember.
Damn.
So whenever that was, that's
Before
when I
me.
got one.
Well, I remember you having that little yellow iPod. What did you have? Was that a Nano or was that like a regular?
That was a Nano. No, I had it was just an MP3 player, but it had like a turn.
Oh,
like,
I thought yours was. Oh, yours. It was so convincing of like a iPod clone. Like, it looked so similar.
I had a Nano later. That was more towards like, I would say like high school, closer to freshman.
Now we're really getting off track, but yeah. At first we were still on topic. Now it's like we're fading off and be like, I used to eat hot dogs a lot for lunch. What did you have?
But
like,
Page Avenue was on every single MP3 player, iPod, everything. So
what a pro. But yeah, this is the first time that I went through it, and I mean, like I said, like, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I would, and I like, this is where I was hoping you would kind of go. It's like, if you actually listen to this album full during the time that it kind of came out to whenever, like, 08, that era, I think you would have liked it a lot more.
Probably.
Than you trying to listen to it now. Because even when I listen to it, I'm like, man, these lyrics are, kind of...
Well, like, and there's, so I'll tell you, my taste in music has changed so much, even from this time. Like, Story of the Year was on this show that I went to. Bands that were also on the show, Billy Talent was on that show, who I didn't really care for very much at that time, seeing them live. It wasn't until halfway through the set that I actually started cheering for them. Like, at first, I was just like, what the fuck? And then they started playing one song, and I was like, oh, wait, that's the song from Grind. I know that one. Like, that was it. Like, I didn't know anything else that they did. But like, and then grew into really liking them later in life.
Yeah.
Now, also on that bill was Puddle of Mud, who at this time was like the reason I wanted to go to this show. Yeah, that's funny. That's Puddle of Mud. That was a whole, because they had just released Famous at this time, and I liked that record. I like that record. They had the song before that when they had a song called "Spin You Around." They played that live, dude. I belting that shit.
During that time, they were good. They were. Now I can't go back.
But and even now, like, if I go back and listen to those first few records now, the ones that I liked so much, they're kind of fucking cringy, dude. Like, they're really not as good as I thought they were. So it's like, I've changed so much. Who's to say? If I would have liked it, if I would have liked Story of the Year, back then, maybe I wouldn't care.
You might not. Yeah, you might not like them now.
Who knows? I can tell you, speaking of bands that were on that bill, who I don't really like now, we can sidebar for a second. Atreyu was on that show. And they had just released Let's Sell Paper Anchor, which I love that era. And they were phenomenal live. They were unfucking believable live. Now I hate them. Alex left the band, and they really should have ended it there because Brandon is just not the front man that Alex was. I mean, he's still a great singer. Can never take that from him. But, like, he's not the front man Alex was. And just the writing has gotten really fucking lame. And did you see this most recent publicity stunt that they just did?
No, I didn't. I don't really follow Treyu because I don't really care for him anymore.
Exactly. They went on. And I loved them at this time, dude. Like, they opened up with Doomsday. I think this was the tour. They had like recently debuted Blow, and they started playing that one live. And I was like, this is fire. Like, they're saying fuck a whole bunch. And my dad's right here. Like, that's so cool. My dad's cool with me saying fuck back at him. That's neat. Yeah, I was 17. Yeah. But like, I loved them back then. Now, obviously, they're dog shit. They did this publicity stunt where they went on like their Instagram and unfollowed everyone that they follow, and then like set their picture to black and said like R.I.P. in their bio, and everybody was like, all right, it's for the best. They broke up. And then today, or at the time of recording, they're like, nope, new song. And everybody's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Please, dude, like, leave the memories alone. Just fucking die. They redid their like first couple of albums, maybe. They re-recorded. And it pisses me the fuck off, dude. It sounds bad. Like, it's dog shit, dude. It pisses me off so fucking much. I'm so mad at them.
Atreyu was one I didn't really care for a lot, even at the time. Like, they just weren't doing it for me.
I loved them. I was a huge fucking fan.
You know what hurt, like, listening to Story of the Year through YouTube Music, a couple random songs always play after the ending of the album, and Take Me Back to Sunday came on.
Back Sunday. Yeah.
Taking Back Sunday, and
Take Me Back to
Sunday. I did.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Take Me Back to Sunday.
And I was literally out loud, what the fuck is this? Looked at him like, oh shit, well, I don't like them anymore. Listened to like a couple of songs, I'm like, wow, this sucks.
Yeah, like even like Make Damn Sure I like. Cute Without the E cut from the team I like.
I did. Can't do it. It's just it's too
different. Yeah. But let's go ahead and let's get into this ranking. I am very interested. Like we've done this before where when we did Danger Kids, a record that you had listened to so many fucking times, I would listen to it for the very first time. Our lists were still extremely similar.
It might be.
Curious. I can tell you right now there's going to be one or two big differences. There's going to be at least one really big difference.
I know your number one's my number one.
It probably is, yeah.
I 100% know that is.
I think it is. So let's go ahead and share this.
Yeah, let's conquer this.
So I'm red, you are white, which is what Joseph Gribble would say to Dale Gribble if he knew not only that John Redcorn was his real father, but he didn't even want to start a fight.
This is my favorite one so far, hands down. That was it.
What if John Redcorn's not his dad? What if Dale is his shoot dad? And Dale and or Nancy, one of the two of them, just has Native American in their blood, and it just kind of skipped a generation.
It's got to be Dale. It's got to be.
Like Dale, like when he gets that tan going.
Yeah, that would be. I'm glad they're still riding on that. Anyways,
it's so good. That's such a good show. We'll talk more about it off air. This isn't the time. You are first, I want to say.
That is correct.
What's your number 5, buddy?
Sidewalks.
Sidewalks.
Love Me a Ballad, bro. That's the one.
That's new.
No, so I just love the chord progressions of Sidewalk. There's nothing crazy. It's just it's a good ballad. It's the song lyrics is very just. I don't even know. I don't. I don't know if it's like about a girl. I don't know if it's like life's growing older. I can't like that one. I can't fully.
It's kind of vague, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. But the biggest thing about Sidewalks is, I mean, of course, just love it all together, is that was actually the first music video I've ever seen backwards. Your camera cut off, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I had to pick my nose. I didn't want to do it.
Wow.
And the thing is, I still feel like I didn't get all of it.
Oh, sorry. Called you out.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Sidewalks. Pretty good song, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what I wrote about Sidewalks on my initial reaction?
I kind of do.
Full-fledged ballad, acoustic have an ass.
Uh-huh.
Slightly better lyrically than some of the others.
Okay. So
it was kind of like a middle of the road ranking on the records.
So for the longest time, when I say longest time, maybe like a year, 2 years, okay. In the video, it's going backwards, but the band's playing in normal time. Everything's happening around them, or it's following a guy and a girl, whatever. And the guitarist that's doing the backup, I don't remember his name, but he was in a position sitting on the couch. And for about a year, I was like, dang, I didn't know Jake Gyllenhaal played guitar in Story of the Year until Google was really a thing. And I looked it up, but yeah, fun fact.
He did kind of look like him, didn't he?
Certain angles, but when you pull up a picture, I'm like, there's no fucking way this guy looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. But it was just that video, and it might have been just a crappy, 720p at the time. But yeah, Sidewalks, love it. It's a beautiful song. I'm a sucker for some good bongos in the background, and we got some good ones.
That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah,
I was waiting to hear about the bongos.
Bongos just worked out, but.
So for me, it is Falling Down.
Really? I was actually impressed that one made your list. I got a fun fact for you on that one.
Well, let me tell you what I said about it. Old school punk, John. The most different track on the album. That's what I had to say about it. Old school. It does have more of a punk feel. You can definitely hear that inspiration.
It's a very fast paced.
Very fast. Yep. That's very quick in the chorus, and like lyrically, and especially how he's singing. This is by far the most different song on the record, and I had to give it bonus points for that alone. Just it's nice to have something new, because a lot of these songs are kind of in the same thing.
Two things. Did you listen to like the deluxe edition to where you went through all of Falling Down, wait about a minute, and then it's just the guy from Story of the Year doing some auto-tuning stuff with Johnny
in the studio? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. One of my favorite things. That's like
a little
fun,
a little hidden track.
So, Falling Down.
The song itself is only like 2 minutes, and I took the hidden track stuff into consideration, because I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a fun little thing to put at the end of the record.
So. Falling Down, okay. This is around the time that I think we were in 9th grade. We were in Mr. Dupree's class. Remember that old man?
I sure do. Talk about music, man. Yeah. That motherfucker. You'd never have to work if you could talk music with Mr. Dupree, man.
Right.
You ain't had to do jack shit.
This was around the time where I came up to you this wonderful song that I wrote called God, Where Have You Been? All right. Falling Down, I took the verses and changed the chorus, and I gave the lyrics to, and you're like, dude, this song slaps. We're going to write something with it. It was Falling Down.
There's a note.
If I could find the notebook, I promise, hand to every one of my family members dead.
What did you cut open, the verses?
I kept the verses, but I changed the chorus. Still the exact same rhythm, I just changed the words.
Motherfucker, you did, didn't you?
We never made the song. We tried, but we didn't.
I'm looking at it right now, and it's like I have like photographic memory.
It was in a notebook. Yep, composition that I gave you, because right before it was God, Where Have You Been? Because I was writing all of our lyrics down in that one, because we were sitting next to each other in that class. This is before you got moved to the table next to his desk, because you always talk shit or fucked around.
No, he put me over. He put me over at the table by his desk. One, because I don't think we had much seating, because this was at the time that high school was packed.
Yeah.
But Also, because like he thought I was cool as shit, and he would let me choose what CD we listen to. Because he had a whole fucking binder of CDs, and he would let me pick the songs, or pick which album, and then we like while we were taking notes, I would pick what we would listen to. That motherfucker had Dark Horse by Nickelback. I wore a hole in that son of a bitch, dude.
Bruh.
That one, and he had Carlos Santana's Greatest Hits. I played the fuck out of that one.
You did play that one a lot.
He let me borrow those, dude. I don't know if I ever gave them back.
I know my favorite is I had him the following year in that same classroom. I walked in, he looked at me and he goes, Austin, and just shook his head. I'm like, I know. I fucking know. It's going to be another year of this shit, man.
He's the one that told me about whenever you take drugs, if you don't want to, up your dosage of the drugs, just drink orange juice. It'll intensify it. He was the one that taught me about that. Considering that was around the time I got real bad on pills and shit. Right. Thanks, Mr. Dupree. You saved me some money, boss. Just grab a couple of glasses of OJ. I wish I had some now. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Dupree. I miss you, man. He was the shit, man.
He was.
He can play guitar too. He's a good guitar player. I like that guy. My number 4 is Anthem of Our Dying.
Why? I love that song. It's just the ambience behind it.
So like, I like the last chorus a lot. Whenever he like gets into it. Mm-hmm. The guitar and the drum work are really, really good on this. I look at this as way more of a ballad than like Until the Day I Die, which is right before it on the album. Right. I think of this as more of a ballad than Until the Day I Die. Mm-hmm. Because like Until the Day I Die, I always kind of had that impression of as a ballad in my head, and then like when you listen to them back to back, you go, no, Anthem's a different thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I think it's well written, and the guitar work I really, really enjoy. That like whatever coming out of the chorus, that shit's fire. Like instrumentally everything. I just think it's a very well put together song.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more.
What did I give it? Like that's so like Falling Down I gave a 3.9. Anthem of Our Dying Day I gave a 4.0. So
okay, out of 5.
Out of 5.
All right.
What do you give number 4?
Dive right in.
Dive right in.
Dive right in.
Okay.
Go listen to it. What do you want me to say? Just go listen to it. No, Dive Right In was... It was kind of like just that fun... I don't know how to explain how the drum beat is. That do-do-da, do-do-da, just that classic like Paramore... drumming, but what I would say, but it's just Dive Right In. The chorus, the pre-chorus, it just goes from that like it just. I love the pre-chorus going to that to the main chorus and everything. But it's the guitar work, those little bitty like I don't know. He's doing like some hammer-ons, tabs. It's just like Anthem. Just
it sounds like he's like playing
the guitars and the drummer. The drummer is just going. Like even in Sidewalks, his rolls, just the way he's doing his fills, like he just doesn't stop, and I respect. And still, this is one of my favorite drum sounds, like mastering to me. Like the pounding of the bass drum, the snare is beautiful. I can hear every single tom. There is no distinction. It's wonderful. Dive right in.
I know. Fun fact. It was actually tied with Falling Down. They both had 3 nines.
Really?
They
Nice.
both had 3 nines. I gave the edge to Falling Down because it was different.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a fun in your... Yeah.
Dive Right In does kind of have a similar vein to a lot of the other stuff on the record. But, like, once again, like, I do love that guitar. The intro in general, I love so fucking much. Yeah, Dive Right In is really good.
And it's one of those, like, because of Story of the Year, as a guy that, like, I love hardcore, metalcore, I love all the heavy stuff. Make it as heavy as you want, I'm going to listen to it. Nothing. Yeah. But, like, when you can have a breakdown in a song, and anyone can argue with me, Dive Right In has a breakdown. The dun 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 dun. But, like, I love the sound, the rhythm of a breakdown, but the drummer's just on that, just on a cymbal. Even if he hits it slower, like it's not like a true breakdown. But you're like, oh shit! Like I kind of want to like I'm in a pocket, but it just
I think it is very much a breakdown.
It is just without a China, and I love that.
Yeah, I love the shit out of that. That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm 100% down with that. What do you got for number 3?
And the hero will drown. Because we all say this every time. We love an intro song that fucking hits. That's just...
it's important.
The screeching and... Because here's another thing. Guy's got a beautiful voice.
Mm-hmm.
I love his screams. They're high-pitched, but they're just very clear. They sound like they don't hurt. He's another one of those, like nothing more. How he sounds on the record is how he sounds live, and he's going to do the exact same thing during an acoustic set. He's not going to sing lower. Nah, he screamed, and it was...
Yep.
Love that guy. Wonderful.
Which I think I remember hearing your dad bitch about how their singer doesn't change it up on the acoustic.
Yeah, he was like, Dad was like, yeah, it was cool, but then it was like, man, like, he didn't have to scream during.
I remember hearing him go like, you should like change it up a little bit, like do it softer. It's an acoustic version, not the same thing. I think that was one of the first conversations I ever had with your dad. That's so weird that just came back to me, just unlocked that memory. That's wild.
But like,
my number 3 is.
You go on.
No, just guess.
Probably "And the Hero Will Drown."
It's and the Hero Will Drown.
Yeah.
So, since we're here,
it should be.
I don't know why the page keeps like wigging out on me. That's
yeah.
Weird.
But like, we want to talk about lyrics too. Like, to me, like, this is one of the few well-written lyrics.
Yes.
Chorus makes me feel some shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I really love the chorus. I gave this a 4.0. Really, really like this one. I said that that it was a great opener. Agreed with you there, and it felt like a Silverstein song for me. Like it was. I was a big, Silverstein, I think really kind of came on my radar after these guys did, but not too long after. But like that Smile in the Dark era of Silverstein, like. This is very similar to that. This song, more than anything on their record, like just listen to it, I was like, fuck. If you told me this was Silverstein, I wouldn't argue with you. Like, it felt like it. You could be like, yeah, the guy that sings for Story of the Year just went and did a song with Silverstein. I mean, that makes sense. But, like, and that made me really like it because I do really, really love Silverstein. So, yeah, and the Hero Will Drown does kind of rule.
Yeah.
You know what else kind of rules?
What?
Fuck you, I'm doing it. Look, man, here's the thing.
Yep.
For the longest time, because like he was saying earlier, when you had the radio and you listen to rock radio, which we had like a station back then,
that was played.
Dude, like it's gonna get played a lot. It's gonna get played an awful fucking lot, and like especially like with somebody like me. I went into this like there's no fucking way. I'm going to hear all these other songs for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be like, fucking, yeah, it's different. It's different, so I don't want to put Until the Day I Die on here. But then, like, this was the first time I really listened to it, did active listening to it Until the Day I Die. I always kind of passively listened to it. And, like, actively listening to it and, like, actually, picking everything apart, it's fucking well written.
It's a fucking banger. It really is. And that's what, because if I'm listening to it, if I'm getting to it, I'm gonna sing it. I'm gonna air drum the shit out of it. But it is the only song on the album that I'm like, I can skip this one today. And then go through the rest of the album. We also, back when we were the ex-porn stars, we had a lead singer who loved the fuck out of this song. And every time we got in the Corolla for the first year of our friendship, hey, can we put on that? And I was just like, bro, like, I had to show him the rest of the album. He's like, oh, there's so much better songs. I'm like, I've been telling you this for a year. It's a great song, but there's others. Please give me something else.
I get that.
Yeah.
This is also a point of the talk where I want to mention that this record was produced by John Feldman, who is the lead vocalist of Goldfinger. That's the
Yes.
Superman band from Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk band, kids.
99 Red Balloons, not even their song.
Yep. That's the other Goldfinger song. But,
And the one about his son, I don't remember the name.
Feldman has co-written and produced for All Time Low, 5 Seconds of Summer, Good Charlotte, Panic at the Disco, Beartooth, Biffy Clyro, Korn, 311, Black Veil Brides, Avril Lavigne, Ashley Simpson, Ashley Tisdale, Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, and Papa Roach.
Yeah.
And that's just who it just listed right here. Like, there's more. But, yeah, he's worked with a lot of the biggest bands. He helped co-write some of the songs on this record. I think, yeah, so all songs written by Story of the Year except Sidewalks and Swallow the Knife, which were co-written with John Feldman.
Makes sense.
So he did co-write a little bit, and he produced on here. But, yeah, he's a massive influence in the scene. And having him work on your record, and I think, after hearing that it was John Feldman, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. He's got the magic touch for sure.
Right. But good one.
No. If you got any more,
I was gonna say another thing about the whole drumming. Why it's one of my favorite sounds is because I think it was Maverick that produced this album, and they also did Deftones, which is very similar drum tones, and fucking works. Fun fact.
I never thought about that. That is fun fact. So, what is your number 2, Austin?
Swallow the Knife, baby. I want to do it every day. Oh, sorry. My bad.
After calling some of the matches I just had to call today, I feel you, dog.
Yeah, you carved the way for your pride.
Swallow the knife off.
Yeah. Love the lyrics. They're very just bland. But it's really, yet again, it's the guitar. I love the... I can't even think of the right word I'm trying to say here. But it's kind of I guess you could say it's like Anthem of a Dying Day, kind of like that ambient, just background guitars just going. Yeah. But I like that he's just coming in, so our open wounds will bleed. I'm like, yes, they will. But he's screaming it, and it's so good. But it's also the drumming, whatever the sound is, I guess you would say, whatever the instrument they have in the background or mixing, I love the whole intro of it. Great song at the end, but it's the intro that just I'm in it.
Yeah, so Swallow the Knife was my it was tied for second worst. It doesn't hit super hard.
No, it doesn't.
But it's not bad.
It's not a ballad, almost there, but it's too kind of cringy to be a ballad in a sense. I'm gonna say cringy a lot because of this style of lyrics and what this music was back then.
Yeah. I'm eating drugs live on the podcast. I'm going to jail for that.
But
bet I can.
It's also one of the I love his vocals in it too. Everything else is just normal, but I just love his vocals. It's also, I can see why you might say that, because it's kind of almost borderline monotone. He's staying up there the whole song. He does not, except I think he says words are spoken, words are broken down. He goes down a little, but he's still up. Yeah. Here's the thing. This is my second, but I completely understand what you mean.
It's interesting how that worked out.
Yeah.
So, a few honorable mentions that didn't make it.
We got honorables. This is the first.
Right behind. So, the couple that, right behind Fallen Down, and as I said, Dive Right In was tied with Fallen Down. The couple other ones that I should bring up are Razor Blades.
Razor Blades, fucking great intro.
Really, so the intro is kind of what killed it for me.
Really?
The Yaz in the background.
Oh, yeah, dude. Come on.
I hate that shit. If that wasn't there, dude, who knows? Who knows what would
dude,
happen?
You need
it might have made it. It might have made it.
2004, you needed to see it. He didn't give you some ooze. We got the yes.
I like the chorus, though.
Chorus is
and then
great.
Tied with it at 3.8 was Sidewalks.
Yeah.
So, Sidewalks did all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the other worst one that was tied with Swallow the Knife was Page Avenue.
It's okay.
I said the intro is cool and is also by far my favorite part of the song.
Yeah.
The lyrics weren't very good. So you want me to just go ahead and do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Why do you run from?
It's so good.
Dude, yeah.
This was one of the only other songs that like I knew along with the singles
because
from before I went back and listened
during
to
the X Porn Stars, I played the absolute dog shit out of this song in the Corolla to the point that I was even playing it while y'all were playing whatever game of Xbox in the living room. I was in the band room playing that song loudly as shit with my headphones. Top tier fucking song. You're gonna start a song with a train? Let's go. You sold me right there.
Dude, honestly, like, as much as I do think And the Hero Would Drown is such a good opener, Divide and Conquer would have been a great opener too.
I mean, I think it would be too hard for an opener. I mean, the Hero Would Drown, he's screaming, but I think that would just be like their heaviest song first, and then.
It was interesting,
but I do love
it so late in the album.
But it is my favorite. As much as I love this album, I love getting to Sidewalks, and then you go from Divide to Razor Blades and Falling Down. That is a great solid 4 back to back for me that just
it really is
push through.
Yeah, it really is. That is like
it's kind of a wave you're going through, and then you get to the end, and then it's just.
I think the first
lead singer's talking like Michael Jackson for about a minute.
Yeah, which is funny.
Yes.
I think the first 3 were a really good starting point. Like obviously, there's 3 of my higher ranking ones.
Of course.
But then it kind of drops off in the middle, and then Sidewalks is whenever it does pick up for me.
Like for me, it goes In the Shadows. Okay, Divered In, hell yeah. Swallow the Knife, hell yeah. Burning Years, good song. Page Avenue. We're going to get through it. It's okay. I love the song, but it's not top tier. And then the last 4 is just fucking, yeah.
Yeah, it is really good. So what I wrote about Divide and Conquer is this, that joint, though. Best chorus so far.
Mm-hmm.
Chiodo sounding ass. They do kind of be sounding like Chiodo.
That I can hear that, yeah.
Which is, just like kind of sounded like Silverstein, and then The Hero Will Drown. That gets my attention. Sounding kind of like Chiodos, and Divide and Conquer also gets my attention. I love Chiodos.
And it's like another song, man. The drummer doesn't fucking stop. It is just
so good.
Roll fill after fill. Even when it slows down and he's on that ride, he's still like doing weird shit on the rim. I'm like, it could have just been normal. He could have just gave us a 2/4, and then back into the heavy. No, he did not stop. And yet again,
the performance too.
I bet it was.
The drummer is so fucking good. The guitar player does backflips live. So like my thing is like. I always remember because they had 2 guitar players at the time. I want to say they had a rhythm guitarist and a lead guitarist.
They did.
And I swear to God, I saw both of them do the backflip. Every video I've ever seen on YouTube is just one of them doing the backflip. But I swear to God, Mandela Effect has my ass thinking both of them did it.
They might have, man.
Who knows?
Jake Gyllenhaal will be doing some moves. You see him in Spider-Man.
That's a good point. Good point. But I mean, yeah, and then their guitar player also kind of the fucking guitar flip thing where flip the guitar off your shoulders. He kind of repopularized that. There's a version of that was over in the 80s, but he kind of repopularized that for that crowd. So, yeah, I mean, their guitar player, very influential, extremely energetic performance. They're really, really good.
And so much that he's doing. You're like, okay, yeah, this doesn't sound like a hard song. You go learn it. It's like, when was he doing this in the song? And it was there. It's just not loud. But there's a lot of shit that he's doing too. That's just,
yeah.
All right. I kind of feel like not underrated, but I mean, the good without the singer, it's still a solid band. The instruments are wonderful. Lead singer, still great. Really good. I love his vocals because it's just clear. It's not crazy. I would almost give him the basic, vocals for this era. Like he's got great screams and he's just singing straight. Like there's no, I don't know how to say it. What am I like? There's no twang to him. It's just English.
Yeah. No little extra mustard on
right.
it. That's a good.
It sounds great.
That's a good point because a lot of singers at this time had something. Like a lot of the emo guys were a little
Hawaiian, like something, or like it was just. But like even like listening to him, it's like where is he from? He's not from northern like New York. He's not southern for sure. Like he's, his accent is just.
They're from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, that fucking makes sense. They're just white bread out there.
Yeah, just a bunch of white dudes. Just white dudes being white dudes out there.
Yeah.
All right, so we know for a fact Divide and Conquer is
yes.
number 1. We also know that And the Hero Will Drown is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put these down here. We had to figure out 3, 4, and 5. So, Austin.
On you, baby.
I think Falling Down is the one that out of all these we can both agree on being pretty fire.
Correct.
With that being said, I like Dive Right In just as much.
Okay.
But like I said, the reason Falling Down made it for me was just because it was that much different. So I personally would be totally cool with Dive Right In going right after it.
Okay. I agree with this.
Now it's down to Sidewalks, Until the Day I Die, Swallow the Knife, and Anthem of Our Dying Day.
Out of my pick for all of these...
Do we have the balls to not put a single on here? Come on.
But the one? Ooh, sorry.
It's both singles.
Unless you're 16 and haven't heard this song, I would understand.
Anthem.
Everyone has.
Both singles.
They are. Well,
I think so. For that fact, one of them's got to make it, right?
Okay. You know which one I'm going to go for then. The one that wasn't high on your list.
You're going to say Anthem.
I'm going to say Anthem. It's more beautiful. It's got a fun ending. It's a good song. Until the Day I Die is just, that's the single. Is it a great song? Yeah. But that's, if anybody's like, who's story of the year? I got you. Until the Day I Die. Like, you would have never played anything else. Even Anthem of Our Dying Day, I wouldn't have even shown anybody because I knew they've only heard Until the Day I Die. So it's up to you. I'm going to say Anthem, but if you want Until the Day I Die, I will not be upset. Because as much as I'm dissing on this song, I still love the shit out of this song. It just would not make my top 5. Because I like other songs better. No, don't put it there just because I'm upset.
No, you make some good points. You know, I mean that's kind of historically the problem, right? You know Until the Day I Die. Why do you need to hear anything else?
Kinda, yeah. So
I get that. Anthem of Our Dying Days is different, and it was a little more slept on comparatively.
Well, because I mean, the Anthem of Our Dying Day get played a couple of times on the radio, but dude, Until the Day I Die was the one, and it, like, even at the time, like, God, I was so excited to hear that song. Now, after about 5 years, like, all right, there's better songs because I kept listening to the whole album. But I mean, shit, even my wife's like, hey, can we listen Until the Day I Die? I'm like, maybe if it makes the list. And I never tell her it's the second song on the album. I move it around.
Jesus.
It gets played, but it might play 5, maybe 10. I don't know, just depending on where
I feel like it.
All right.
So we got our number 5, Anthem of Our Dying Day. Number 4, Dive Right In. Number 3, Falling Down. Number 2, And the Hero Will Drown. Number 1, Divide and Conquer. Pretty confident with this.
If there's anything I'd say, go listen Till the Day I Die and listen to Divide and Conquer. That's the two. Because you know Until the Dying Day, but Till the Day I Die, I'm saying it backwards. But Divide and Conquer, you have to.
Divide and Conquer rules.
Yeah.
It really does fucking rule. Chiodo sounding ass. I love it.
It worked.
It 100% worked on mine. So that was Page Avenue.
Yes.
I'm happy with that.
I'm glad you liked it. Because I knew this wasn't going to be a Danger Kid, because Danger Kid was like I already came in 78% he fucking hates it. 22, we might have something.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's pretty fucking boring, but it's all right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, this is a good album. This was a good album. I'm glad I finally got to experience that. Glad it was with you, buddy. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are got new albums to speak of.
Hey man,
we have got. Hi man.
Hi,
We've
man.
got we got a new album coming out. By the time that this episode is dropped, this record's been out by this point. This episode's coming out. I fucked this up last week, but this episode's coming out, I believe, on the 29th. Yeah, that sounds right. So after that, the next week, whatever that is, I believe first week of October, which actually kind of works because October's spooky season. A Killer's Confession has released their album by the time this comes out called Victim 2 on the 19th. It is officially coming out. For us, it's the 17th as we're recording this. So we'll have a few days to listen to it before we do this episode. I'm really looking forward to this. A Killer's Confession was started by this guy, Waylon Revis, who is a former vocalist of Mushroomhead. Importantly, was a vocalist at the time whenever I really got into Mushroomhead. And he was a huge reason that I was a fan whenever I was, because like his vocals are just so fucking good. And the guy that he was replacing in the band, J-Man, he could do the screams that J-Man did very, very similarly. But unlike J-Man, J-Man never did any clean vocals. Waylon could also do some phenomenal clean vocals. And their record that they did with the first one they did with Waylon, Save Your Sorrow, I use one of those songs in a fucking video package I made recently. Man, that's how much how much I love that record. But Waylon winds up leaving Mushroomhead, starts A Killer's Confession. I'm going to try to look a little bit more into why he left Mushroomhead. There's a few things up there. A lot of people have had a lot of problems with that band. It's a shell of itself now. But he starts this band, and it's fucking cool, dude. It's a lot of similar sounding stuff, I think, on the newer music that they're putting out. They've actually been doing kind of like Mushroomhead reunion type shit at A Killer's Confession shows, where he brings on J-Man and he brings on Stitch, who used to do like the samples and turntables for the band back whenever I saw them. He comes on and sings a little bit with them, also does the samples and keyboards and shit. They bring back one of the guitar players, Tanks. Like a handful of guys will come back and they'll play like a Mushroomhead set right after a Killer's Confession set. And also on this record, there is a single that is out right now already. It's one of they put out 4 singles from the record called "In Case of Emergency" that J-Man actually does guest vocals on.
Oh,
and it's really cool. It's really, really cool. It has a Mushroomhead vibe to it, so I really like it. There's a cover of Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana on this album. It's pretty fun. I'm curious to see if it makes my top 5.
Okay. It's just singles out, right?
Yeah, just at this point, by the time this episode is out, you can go listen to the whole album. Yeah. So if you want to do your homework, you can do that. But for us, yes, there's just, last time I checked, like 4 or 5 singles out.
Okay.
But I like the singles. In Case of Emergency is really good, and that Heart-Shaped Box cover is really good too.
Because I don't think I've actually heard anything from A Killer's Confession, but I definitely like Mushroomhead.
Yeah, so I'm in. This is, it's industrial metal, so I think you'll like it.
I like it.
I think you're gonna like it. All right, so that'll be what we're talking about next week. So thank you so much for checking out this episode. Like and subscribe if you are on YouTube. On Spotify, I guess you can fucking DM us now. I heard you can do that on Spotify. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
Sick. Okay.
Whatever, man. We've had a few people commenting recently on YouTube videos. I actually responded to a comment I think yesterday. Somebody gave us their top 5 list on our most recent Chevelle episode. They gave us their top 5 comments. So shout out, appreciate you playing. Play along, dude. If you want to share your list,
thanks for watching.
Yeah, no shit. Just thanks for watching. That's cool as fuck.
For hanging out.
Share your list, please. We'd love to hear it. If you disagree with us, let us fucking have it. Tell us what we said wrong. But until next time, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. A Killer's Confession, Victim 2. Until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Austin.
Thanks for hanging out.